Greetings and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumin and today we are back in Ark Raiders, this time for launch. For those that perhaps do not know, Ark Raiders is a third-person extraction shooter set in a post-apocalyptic and very lethal future Earth. It's been ravaged by a mysterious mechanized threat known only as Ark, and you have the pleasure of enlisting as a raider to scavenge the surface to thrive in this desolate world. Yeah, I have mentioned multiple times that I am personally quite keen for this one. I'm quite excited. I love the post-apocalyptic setting. The visuals look fantastic. The mechs are scary, dude. And the gameplay seems right up my alley. Also, it has character creation, so here we are again. In case you guys have not had the pleasure of seeing the character creator in action or any of the stuff that I'm about to present, I suggest you at least check the outfit customization out. That is by far my favorite part of this entire thing. I will say here at the start that there's a little less in the initial creation now, which is a bit of a pity, but I believe most of what there was is now in the game itself for you to find, for you to discover, for you to unlock. Now, if you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Ark Raiders, you can find some links below. There will also be timestamps, so you can use those to find what you're looking for and leave satisfied. And yes, my links are down there. My coffee page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest if you want to support me and what I do. In this video, we're going to have a look at the initial character creation and customization. And then I'll include a full tour of Speranza, that's your base of operations, and show off all the outfits and cosmetics available in the game as of right now. There is a whole lot more than I show off in the initial character creation and customization. And I didn't know that going into it, but because the outfits are so cool, it's all well worth a peek. Then, all the way at the end, there will be the outro. Let's begin. After a brief tutorial, you are presented with this. Your first choice, your face. Keep in mind you can change all of this after you start the game in Speranza, the base that you conduct all your business from, so don't sweat too much about it. However, I will say this is probably the most important choice you can make. The face is everything in this game because it is your skin tone, it is the shape of your face, the bone structure, it's your ethnicity, and it is even your age. All of that. Yeah, no pressure, guys. God. But you can switch it around. So, like, after every match, you can just come back and change your character entirely, right? At least that's how it was. I'm hoping that at some point they don't decide they want to charge for it. I don't know. I don't think that'll happen. I'm just saying. There are a few new faces here. There are actually 4 new faces from the Service Lamb and prior tests, and that's cool. That's a really good thing. They've already started adding new stuff. And you know, my one criticism initially when I jumped in here was basically just that they needed to add more. You know, if you're gonna try and make people happy with less, that's the secret, is giving them more. But no, okay, part of the secret is probably also just making what you give them incredible quality. Fantastic to look at. And I mean, I think they succeeded with that. So like the texture work here, the visual fidelity overall is just superb. I love it. There are some phenomenal faces here. I also like that they've updated the serving suggestions a little bit. One thing I will note is that they actually suggest a few hairstyles, like these two over here and this one, that are not actually available here in the character creator, which kind of sucks. I assume they're going to be available later on, but it's a bit of a buzzkill. Let me just say that. I do appreciate the fact that some of the options here are a little more androgynous in nature, where you can sort of just pick, as an example, this one, and then you can just roll out, and you're like, okay, man, good to go. I dig it. What I don't dig is that there are no beards. I don't know how you get to this post-apocalyptic future and everyone's so clean-shaven. I don't get it. It's maybe going to be a face style option or a hair option down the line, but it's not there right now. Speaking of which, let's jump into the hair. I do like the faces, okay, so don't get me wrong there. The hair also has the serving suggestions where they will show you the hair, and then in the thumbnail they'll be like, well, you know, we kind of designed it to go on this head. But screw those guys. Pick whatever you want. It works on all of them. The hair looks phenomenal in this. Like, it really looks good. They have, honestly, some of the nicest looking hair I've seen in video gaming. It's just really, the quality is fantastic. And the thing is that it's not just here, it's everywhere in the game. You know, when you jump into a match, the characters, they don't lose that shine. They look this good when you're playing. I love it. There's also a depth to the color, and I'm showing you the styles first, then I'll show you the colors after, but there's a depth to the color that I feel just makes everything pop so nicely. Now, there's actually one less hairstyle here that was in the service lamb in the tests before that. It is this trendy one, this like sort of shaved on the sides, top cut thing. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. It's probably some sort of weird fade style cut. I don't know hair all that well, which is kind of strange, but you know, okay. That one used to be here, it's not here anymore. Personally, I think this is not enough. I don't think I'm alone in saying that. They've got basically one short style here, then they've got this sort of shaved one here, and then they've got that one, but like, that's it, man. And then for the longer styles, it's like, you know, okay. It's just not enough. It's not enough here. There's just not enough here. I understand that there is more, you know, but still, it's not enough. For the colors, beautiful. Like, what they have here is fantastic. Now, I've played the finals. That's the other game that these guys have made, and there's a lot of hair colors there. There's a lot more. And I will just tell you that it's probably coming, and it's more than likely going to be something you're going to pick up in the game or in the store or something like that. Again, however, I am a fan of the colors that they have here, or at least, rather, I'll say I'm a fan of the presentation of the colors that they have here, even though I will probably come out here and pick myself a black hair color and be boring. I do like this. It's a beautiful color as well. It's nice. But the hair, again, looks really nice, and they have an okay selection here, but it's just not enough. It's just really not enough. And yeah, like, the negative stuff is here at the start. I think it just gets more positive as we keep going, because the outfits come soon. So, for interest's sake, I believe the bruised face style that I have here with the plasters on, this has changed a bit since the first time I looked at it. It used to just be, if I'm not mistaken, one plaster, and there wasn't actually a bruise on the face. And then the lip scar, I think it might be a pre-order thing. I don't know. Might be a deluxe edition thing, but I don't think it's standard with the game, which is, again, just a bit of a pity. Body type is your next option, and this is pretty straightforward, and it's pretty inconsequential, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. It's like, really, if you're looking from the front, you'd be hard-pressed to say which is which if you just cover this up. It's like, man, hey, here we are in the future, and it really just doesn't matter. Who'd have thought? Like, whatever, you just pick whatever you want. They're the same. This one, it's got like some other bump here that's like slightly protrude. Who even knows what that is? Oh my god, there's actually a bulge on this one. Just a little bit, but it's there. Come on. Keep this man's pride intact. Thank you. So you can pick whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. And then we come to my favorite part. This, my favorite part, has been diminished slightly. It has been changed slightly. There were some super cool outfits here before, and I loved them. And I fell in love with them. And now there's some different stuff. I don't not love them. I'm going to interrupt myself here, and I'm just going to say that there's so much more in the game. There are so many outfits. I don't want to talk about how you unlock all of these outfits. That's something you'll have to see when you actually watch the rest of the video. But there's a lot more. A lot. And they're pretty cool. All right, carry on. Your standard, straightforward starter outfit is the origin outfit. And I'll show you now why I love this system so much. It's the customization, right? You can choose to have certain options on or off. Headgear being one of them, and it just looks so good. You can't see it, but I'm making like the hand gestures, okay? So good. The quality, the detail, the texture work on this stuff, and I mean like the fine detail, the little things like the little wires, the little doohickeys, the whatchamacallits that are hanging off all the different bits and bobs on this outfit are fantastic. They're great. There is detail on top of detail here. And it's like that for like all the outfits, man. Whoever they have working on the outfits is just knocking it out of the park every time. You can change the color on almost all of these, I think. And then you've got these options. So this one is the basic one. You can just turn the headgear on or off. Once again, it just further obfuscates what your character is. You're just a raider, man. Who cares? Then we have the G suit here. I'm not sure again if this is pre-order or deluxe. It might be one, it might be the other. This is far more intense. And once again, it is just so detailed. You can choose the color on this, and it looks pretty awesome, by the way. You can choose to have the headgear on, which is, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of scary, actually. And for the headgear, this is where it like really gets nuts, is you can choose different parts. You can have the full headgear on, which is really, I love that the Arc Raiders lines that they have there. And you can just have the cap on. Then you can have the helmet with no visor, and then you can have it off completely. And it's just so much customization already. Then you can put the oxygen tank on or off, which is awesome. And then you can turn the vest on or off. And when you turn it all on, it brings it together so nicely. So it's like a flight suit or something, basically. G suit, G-force suit. I don't exactly know what the suit is, okay? But I believe it's something along those lines. It's really cool. It looks like a flight suit from the future, okay? And that's sick. Then we have the Valente outfit, which just, like, wow. It takes it like another step in my favorite possible direction, because it gives you so much more control. And what's sick about it is, like, it's a full transformation when you change this. You can see, like, the texture work changes on the scarves here completely, and the colors change completely, and it just changes the entire look and feel of the outfit. And this is also just a brilliant blend of retro and sci-fi, you know, with the goggles that look pretty slick, the hat that you can also take off. I love that, by the way. The headgear, which is separate from the hat, by the way, which is just amazing. Once again, you can turn that on or off. The hip bag, which is, I mean, yeah, it's got tassels. Like, what more do you want? And then the sonar emitter, which is on the side over here. So this can sort of just give you a little taste of why this is my favorite system, my favorite part of all of this. It kind of sucks because I'm showing off the initial character creation and customization, and only this one is available there. But it's still pretty cool because you can just jump in and immediately start earning them. There's a bunch that you can get from just like basic missions at the start of the game. You can get them by playing the game. It's awesome. So, yeah, I dig it. Okay, I dig it. Backpacks. And yeah, the customization doesn't stop there. There are some cool backpacks. There's a hiker backpack over here. There's the origin backpack. I believe these two come with the starter thing. And then we have the salvager backpack, probably a pre-order or deluxe thing. And then we have the survival backpack, probably also pre-order or deluxe. I don't know. But again, the detail on it is just awesome. There's so many little bits and pieces here. I love the lantern. I hope it doesn't glow in the dark, but hey, there you go. And you will notice that some of these will fit with, like, this probably fits with the G suit, if I had to guess, you know. And this one might fit. Yeah, this one, look at the bedroll over there. It probably fits with the Valente outfit. So there you go. When you've picked the one that you like here, then you can also do a backpack attachment. There's a bunch of different stuff that you can throw on here. There's a blanket roll, there's some boxing gloves, and there's a little spaceship. Again, lots of different stuff you can get. These were not available when I did the service lamb, at least not these specific ones. And then finally we have the charm. I've currently got the golden rubber duck, and that is it. And that does bring us to the end of the customization options here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward to Speranza, the base. Alright, here we are in Speranza. This is your base of operations. If you've played an extraction game before, this should look familiar to you. It's basically the spot that you come back to between your runs. You can do a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to cover every single thing. We're going to take a quick run through here, but I will cover all the cosmetic stuff. So I won't be talking too much about the skills and the talent trees and the crafting and stuff like that. I feel like I'm just not qualified. There are people that know so much better than me. I'm good to go on the cosmetics though. We can talk about that. First things first, I just want to say I recorded this entire video thus far, and I had no idea how much stuff would be available here in the game because I wanted the first impressions and I wanted the authentic experience of jumping into the game for the first time. Now I see that my complaints, well, you know, I spend my time being positive about it, you know, and I say, hey, yeah, man, there's probably some more stuff in the game, I guess. It's kind of sad that they didn't put more hairstyles in. It's kind of sad that they didn't put all that many outfits in. And lo and behold, when you jump in here, there's a bunch. It's just that there's a bunch in the store, So it's a little. Anyway, let's not get caught up on that. I want to just tell you that there are 3 currencies in the game. There's coins that you can get by playing the game. You go into the field, you scrap stuff, loot stuff, bring stuff back, you sell it, you do quests and whatever, you get coins. They're easy, okay? Then you have cred, which you get from doing feats, which are essentially missions. It's like your weeklies and your monthlies and whatever in the other games, and you do these by just playing the game. You can see it's simple stuff. Just go in once and return, you get 10, kill the ticks, 4 ticks, and you get 10, deal damage to raid. It's like easy, okay? And then you get stuff with that, and we'll get to that. We'll get to the decks section in just a moment, and you'll see those different things that you can buy with that in just a moment. And then you have raider tokens, and this is the one that I wish wasn't here, because this is a full price game that I bought, yet, hello, we have a full, and I really mean full, cash store in it. It shouldn't exist. It should not exist. The cash store should not be here. I understand that they have, you know, costs for keeping the servers up and all that. Yeah, but still. Then give people a way to play the game and earn it or something like that. I'm sorry, I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned where this is concerned, but I don't like cash stores in my video games. Okay. Especially when they start getting a little, you know... okay, wait, let's not get into it. Now, workshop is our first tab over here. I've told you about the currencies. Now you know what you're looking at going forward. In the workshop, we have Scrappy, the best boy. He's the little rooster over here. And Scrappy brings back scrap for you that you can use. You just come over here between every mission you claim. You can train Scrappy, make them better. You can level them up, and they can gather more and bring you more valuable stuff. And then there's a workbench where you can craft some basic goodies before you go out. You can just make your run a little bit easier. It's whatever. It's cool stuff. Our Raider tab is where things get interesting. This room over here is customizable. You know, different stuff that you find out in the world can be put up here, brought here to spruce it up. It changes, it evolves, basically, and that's cool. There's a skill tree that's split between conditioning, mobility, and survival. I know nothing about any of these. I went mobility and it was fun. I'll probably go survival and it'll be fun. And then I could go conditioning and yeah, man, lo and behold, fun. I don't know anything about the skills. I'm so sorry. Customization I do know about, however. In the customization menu, you have access to all the different stuff that we just saw in the start of the video. This is basically a full selection of the faces we just saw. Then there's face styles, and this is where shit starts getting a little crazy because there's a bunch of new stuff here. And there's stuff that I personally don't agree with, okay? A lot. And I will be vocal about it. I'm not going to hold back, all right? But essentially, first things first, I believe they should show all of this in the initial creation. I know, that might rub people the wrong way. I don't think it matters all that much. It's better showing that you have a lot than pretending that there's basically nothing, giving people the idea, the illusion that you are being stingy with the options or you just don't care that there's nothing. Just show it to them, all of it. Even if it is going to say, oh, it's from the cash store, or just, you know, have it locked and just have that be that. I'm just saying, rather put the better foot forward. The fact that you have so much stuff available and people just have to get into the game first to see it. Rather do that. Because that would be better. Anyway, it's, you know, so that's my take on it. I'll talk about that in the outro more. But essentially, there's more stuff here. And to show it off, I just want to change my hair quickly to this one so that you can see it. We had these two at the start. It's the scar and the plaster. Then we have acne scars. And this is where it really, to me, starts getting a little like... This is, to me, honestly, a option that is seen as, I would say, inclusivity. You're not going to charge money for inclusivity, my dudes. What's next? Are they going to put vitiligo here and they're going to say, I'm sorry, to be yourself, you're going to have to pay $10? That's ridiculous. It's too much. That is too much. That should have been then a Raider token thing, you know, not real money. As you can see there, it's real money for the acne scars. Like, what the hell, man? What do you think? I hope you guys watch this, Embark. And I hope you change that. No hate, by the way. Just, I love you guys. You did fantastic here. But please, this is ridiculous. Then we have a band-aid cheek, band-aid nose. Then we have a black eye, some dirt. And you can see some of them you can just get, right? Some of you can just get. This is, you keep a rank until the season end, and then boom, boom. For this one, again, it's in a Raider deck. This one's in a Raider deck. I love the dirt splats, by the way. There's eyeliner. This is a real money purchase. The military paint's a real money purchase. And then the sprayed eyes is also a real money. For the hair, I got really unhappy about this as well. I'm sorry. I feel like I stopped the previous video. I started recording and I just stopped it because I saw the mohawk here and I was like, oh my god, they've got a mohawk. So all the other hairstyles are here, right? And then there's a few. The middle fade, this is the one they had in the service line. It's 500 of these rated tokens, 500. And we'll look at the sets in just a bit. Then there's a mohawk. Again, this one, 500. It comes with a unique color. That color over there, it's part of the Vault Edge set. There's a mullet, which you can get in a raider deck, and that comes with a red color. And then there's a receding hairline. Again, I believe the receding hairline, it's okay that it's in a raider deck, but that's more an access. No, it's like, I would say it's also inclusivity, you know? I would say that, but what do I know? I'll put myself back on this one for now, or I guess I can go back to the other one, it doesn't really matter. And then body type. At the moment, there's just the 2 body types. Who knows? They might add like a robotic body type that costs $50 or something. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, onto the outfits. This is my favorite part by far, and nothing can spoil my mood when I jump in here because there's so much cool stuff. Now, we're going to start at the beginning, very quickly cover the ones that we've seen already. This is the G suit. This one we looked at in the initial creation because this was available there. This is, if I'm not mistaken, again, one of the pre-order or deluxe bonuses or something. You can change the colors on this. You can turn the headgear on, cap only, no visor, or off. Then there's an oxygen tank over here, and then there's a vest over here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Origin outfit. This is the basic one. Some obnoxious colors that you can be spotted easily, and some headgear. The headgear looks really nice. I love how it fits over the hair as well. It looks really cool. They've done well with that. The Valente outfit, that's sort of this Wild Westy, retro sci-fi kind of thing. Goggles, hat, headgear, which you can wear independently from the hat, the hip bag, and the sonar emitter. Very nice. And we have the Astrolight set. Some of this stuff looks very familiar to me because I did play the finals. There's some color options for it, which I like. They look really cool. Very flashy, very shiny, very nice. And then you can turn the harness on or off. The helmet, as you can see over there with the visor as well. And then the inflatables. It's a cool set. It's really nice. As you can tell, it's in a bundle. Then there's one actually from a quest over here, which is the aviator outfit. It's a pity to me that this doesn't have a lot more options, but it's cool. You change the colors, that actually changes the t-shirt, which is nice. It's got a rooster on the one, which is fantastic, and then you can turn the cap on or off. Bog Walker. Pretty fantastic looking one as well. I really like how, let's say, intense this one looks. It's kind of a scary one, especially if you have the darker colors on it. You can put the hood up or down. You can turn the helmet on or off, which I really like, by the way. I love when the helmet is off and you've got the hood up, like that, for instance. And then you can turn the torch at the top on or off, and then the underwater camera. It's cool. Very nice. Boonie, which is also a very cool set. Different colors, once again. There you go. I like them all. Then we've got a cape, which you can see over there. It's not really a cape. It's sort of just like a half shoulder, you know. Then there's headgear, which is a hat. They call it gear because there's like some wires in it. Then there's a mask. And a water tank. Yeah. Pretty cool. Chap. I like this one. I like how scrappy it looks. Different colors. Headgear. You can put goggles only, no goggles, or off completely. I like the helmet a lot. Measurement device. It's a very technical term right there. Scarf. Sleeves. It's pretty sick. Like, no, nothing. I've got nothing. I've got no notes. This is just a fantastic outfit. I love the goggles. Cosmo. More tanky feel. I dig this. I love that they've added this as well. Different colors. Nice, nice, nice. Ammo pouch on the side over there. Headgear on or off. Looks pretty sick with the headgear off. I dig this fat... What do you call it? The rim? Is it the pauldrons? No, that's the pauldrons. I thought this might have been attached to the pauldrons. I like it a lot. Yeah, and then the scanners at the bottom over here. It's pretty cool. Then we have the drift coat. This is like an old school flight suit, where you have the new school one and the old school one. You know, we have this arc one up here at the top, versus this one. I like this. I like this one a lot. It's got like a bomber jacket and everything. The airbox over there, the helmet, and then the jacket. Pretty cool. I really like what they've done with that. Hawker, another flight suit, another bomber jacket, I feel. Is that also a bomber jacket? I'm sorry, maybe I don't know what a bomber jacket is. You can turn the air supply on or off, headgear and visor, and then a knife, which is on the leg over there. Then we have Luna, which is like a full spacesuit. Different colors on that. The gauge box on the front, the headgear, and the radiator. There you are. Mirage. They went a little over the top with the headgear, but I dig it. I think it's just enough, you know? It's just the right amount. As long as that's not part of the hitbox, my guys. Lots of nice colors here. It's like, I want to say this is sort of like the real grand one. It's like opulence, you know? You can turn the goggles off. The headgear you can thankfully turn off. And you can even have uncovered face on it. It's like, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I would probably go with it just like this, and then you can turn the water skin off. It's just, the gold is pretty nice, you know. I can see people enjoying this. Like, this is a good look. I like it a lot. Patrol, which is a slightly more basic one. There you go. I dig that some of these are unlocked from different... It's really cool, the idea of jumping in and unlocking stuff from different ranks and quests and whatever. It's just... It's fun, you know? And I wish more of these were unlocked like that and less were behind paywalls. Here we have the Radio Renegade. This is a quest reward. One of the cooler outfits as well. This was one, I believe, that they showed off during the Service Slam as well. I think this is maybe the one. I think I remember turning the helmet off. Yeah, and having this like that. Yeah, this is a nice one. I dig this. So, lots of good options. Bag on the leg over there. We have Riot. Different colors on this one. Pretty cool. Nice bright colors here. Gloves on or off, or headgear on or off. And the visor. Yeah. Rider. This was also, if I'm not mistaken, during the Service Slam. Nice colors on this one. Pretty cool. Gas mask. Goggles. Headgear. And helmet. Yeah. Sforza. It's a nice bulky set and cool colors. These are level up rewards, as you can see. I like the black one a lot. Camera on the side over there. Cape, which is actually a little longer, I think. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Gas mask. Goggles. That's pretty sick. Wow. And then headgear. That's just... wow, dude. I mean, damn. Like, that's a good one to put on the level ups. Okay, because it just looks fantastic, doesn't it? Especially this silver one. Velati. This is a bundle, once again. You can turn the bag on or off on the leg over there. Cassette player. Different colors. Weird that the colors are at the bottom and then the headgear. It's nice. It's nice. Second to last one, Voltage. This is the one that I like. I liked this a lot during the Service Slam. Very sort of techy kind of feel to it. There is hand tech. There's the headgear with tech. Then the cap only. Then off or the tech only. It's kind of cool. Then there's a headset. Then there's a hose. And then there's the shoulder pad, which is kind of cool. Our final is the Voyager. You can change the color. It's like the upgraded version of the Origin set. Then you got an attachment over there. You got the headgear over there. Oh, but not anymore. And then the welding tool. Okay. There you go. So, like, you know, final thoughts is they look fantastic. It's the best part by far of all of this. It's just a pity that so many of them are premium. However, again, maybe they give you a way to earn the premium currency without paying mega bucks for it. I don't know. I doubt that's going to happen, but there are at least a lot of decent options that aren't premium. So I'll say that. And it's nice that they let us at least see this. It would be cool if they put some of this at least. Not the outfits maybe, but the other stuff in the initial creation so people could get a little taste. For the backpacks, there's actually a lot more over here as well. These are the initial ones we looked at. The hiker backpack here with the different colors on it. The origin backpack, the salvager backpack, survival backpack. Archaeologist. You can see some of these are from the raider deck stuff. There's the courier pack. Electrician. Engineer. envoy, and it's again, you can see they're part of bundles. Fuel jockey. So if you want to see like the full set, then, well, yeah. you're gonna want to buy the bundle, and then you'll have the full set together. That's the radio mountaineer, and finally the traveler. It's cool, yeah. Attachments for the backpack is at the back over here. As you can tell, I've got a few unlocked, but there are so many more. There are at least a lot of these that are locked behind ranks and quests and other goodies. If I'm not mistaken, I think I remember seeing a few of these during the service slam. There's some interesting stuff, you know. They're a little hidden by my charm. Let me just take that off quickly. There you go. I mean, yeah. There's even a gas mask. I feel like it's a little bit of extra personality that you can throw onto your character, and I dig that. There's even some old shoes. Yeah. Alright. So let's turn that off, then let's look at the charms. I've got the little golden duck, and then there's like just so many more. And a lot of these are also once again paid. But, you know, these are goodies that you can find in the game. You find it in the game. You like loot it. You actually loot it in the game. That's something you can do. Some of these you can just go and loot in the game. Like, I believe... Oh, I was going to say, I believe the rubber ducky. Oh, no, you have to pay for this one. There's the rubber duck I looted. It's on my wall. Why can't I just put that on my backpack, my guy? Anyway, okay, maybe you can't just loot it in the game. I might be wrong. But there are a lot of nice charms here. And again, sort of like a combo thing where you can mix and match to make it work. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's pretty much it for the style stuff. And there's a lot. There's really a lot.
Hey,
emotes. I feel like these might be sort of useful or not. I mean, you put an emote on, you emote in, man, and, you know, then you're not shooting, you emote in. So, don't shoot is there.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, Raider.
Yeah, yeah.
Raider shuffle time.
I feel like a lot of this is going to be used quite a lot in the
Sorry.
game. I like it.
Want to team up? Appreciate it.
I like that they at least put useful ones in
Sure.
here and they didn't pay gate them. They put the silly ones behind the pay gate stuff, like the beekeeper. There's a bow and arrow.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. Come on. Glove tug.
Yeah, let's
Happy
get it.
jig. I mean, alright. There's a bunch of stuff here. I'll be honest, I'm not really one for emotes. I'd love to hear from you guys if you enjoy emotes. I'm usually the kind of guy that sort of forgets that these exist. However, what I love about this game is that it is probably one of the few games where, yeah, potentially, you'll have some use for this. Especially those first few. You know? Oh, I feel that, dude. Oh, I feel that one.
Don't shoot.
Then we have Scrappy. And Scrappy actually has a few interesting options. You can be brown, well summer, or buff rock. Which is it's pretty gold. I like that. It's the gilded drift coat set. And then Scrappy can also wear outfits. Which is sick. I mean, it's just sick. There's a cowboy hat, astronaut helmet, beekeeper's veil, a bucket, some glasses, and a pilot helmet. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. Like, why wouldn't you, right? And that's actually the end of the customization tab over there. There's trials over here that you unlock on 15. There's projects over here that you unlock on 20. And then there's a codex that you unlock after playing 5 rounds. And there's a bunch of other stuff, probably. Then there are the traders that I'm not going to get into. Essentially, you go to all of these for different reasons. This one over here, she's a survivor of the first wave. She now tries to keep Speranza running smoothly. It's an entirely different challenge. She's mostly a quest giver and stuff like that. You have Shani, who's security, also a quest giver. I think this is more like the fighting quests, I'm not sure. Then you have the gun shop guy, then you have the clinic lady, and then you have grenades and gadgets. And essentially they all just serve different roles, right? Then we have the decks. And this is sort of an interesting thing. Again, you do the feats, then you get the credits that you can spend on the raider decks over here. And then in this specifically, you can get currently the Rider and Voyager deck items. They cost varying amounts. And I mean, like, yeah, okay. You can get different stuff. Like, you can get the Rider outfit. You can get the Voyager outfit. And you get the one color And that's it. That's cool. That's cool. No complaints. None. You can get the dirt spray. You can get this thing with stuff in, and this with stuff in, and you can get that little canister and some raider tokens, which is cool. I mean, that's this, right? That's this. That's what I want. I want more of this. I want them to give much more of this. It's good that they give this. Like, much more. Because you paid full price for this game! Okay, speaking of paying full price for this game, here we go to my favorite tab. This is the store. Now, I'm not going to be showing you every bit and piece here, because you've obviously just seen it in the customization section, but it's all here. Here's the upgrade for Deluxe, right? That's the Valente outfit and the scar and everything. Here's the Bog Walker set. It gives you all of this stuff. You know, here's the Astrolite set. Gives you all these goodies. The Mirage set shows you the full thing over there with the backpack and everything. It's quite nice. You can see the items over here. Velati set. Velati's pretty cool as well. I mean, I like it. It's beautiful. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Then we have the Hive Keeper set. This actually comes with a Scrappy thing. Or what is that? The Scrappy hat? Super. 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 Luna set. Forest Ranger set. You can see the prices, obviously. And I'm not sure how this translates one-to-one. It's probably $20, I'm guessing. You know, $24, $20. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not sure. I wonder if you can look. Yeah, it's about $20. Okay. You get a bonus when you don't. Okay. Let's go down here. Then we have the Radio Mountaineer set. That's the full one. It looks sort of like the... Oh no, it's just the backpack and the goodies. Okay, it's the stuff on the back here. Interesting. Alright. It's nice that they have smaller sets, hey? Riot set. It's all these items. Alright. Gilded Driftcoat set. There you are. That's the Scrappy skin, which is nice. Then we have the Voltage set. This is very sad for me. This is where you get the Mohawk. I really wanted the Mohawk. There it is, the Mohawk. And the other stuff, obviously. It's all there. Then we have the Rogue Hawk set. Is Scrappy the Rogue Hawk? I didn't know that was what they called them. Okay. And then finally the Renegade Moon set. So that's pretty cool as well. I dig this one. There's a lot of different options, and that's pretty much it for the store. And that is actually pretty much it for everything in Ark Raiders. That brings us to the outro. Here we are. I've got a lot to say. I mean, the game looks fantastic. Truly, the models and the work they've done with the outfits and all the insane details present. It's all just a treat, you know? I love it. I love just looking at the characters and the outfits and the different bits and pieces hanging off of them. It's cool, man. As I mentioned in my previous video covering the game, I do feel conflicted. You know, on the one hand, I think the game really needs a lot more options in the initial creation. I think that the selection they have on offer in that initial creation is quite lackluster. But on the other hand, I see the outfit and cosmetic side of things being more than enough to make up for the lack of the character-centric or character-specific options. And I want to say it sort of makes up for the lack of goodies that you have in that initial jump in. However, I mentioned this during my recording, I feel like they should at least show more of that off. Even if they're going to say, hey, this is locked, you can earn this later in the game. Even if they say that, they should show more of it off. Because I really believe that the outfits are such a strong point. And they're a strong selling point as well. Same for all the cool hairstyles and facial features and other goodies. They should really just show more of that off. Regardless, I would love to see more faces. And if they're going to stick with the face system that they have now, I'd like to see a skin tone. Yeah, it's proper skin tone choice separate from the faces. So you can choose your face and then choose your skin tone separately. There's definitely a lack of hairstyles. Like, the inclusivity is just like... Pfft, there's no beards. Like, how do they not have a single beard in this? I don't get it. And putting things like acne scars behind a paywall is not okay. I'm not cool with that. Personally, I'm not cool with that. However, again, the focus on the awesome outfits is probably the best bet. They are great, and they're so fun to work with, and it's cool to express yourself with them, you know? From what I can tell, when you start playing and you start unlocking stuff, it's going to feel much better, you know? However, it all depends on how aggressive the monetization is, how much they throw the store in there. It's like, man, we'll see, right? We can't tell. It's like day one right here. It is going to feel like a bit of a pity and a bit of a bummer if this full price game becomes a little too congested with real money purchases. Let's just say that. Again, I get it, that they have to pay for the servers and the upkeep and this, that, the other. And sure, maybe they'll add extra content and whatever, but like still, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Are you good with everything that they have, with the way that they're handling the monetization? Personally, I'm a massive fan of the game. I'm a massive fan of the outfit system. I love how the characters look. There's so much positive, but there are some negative things as well. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. You can, as always, give this video a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. Yeah, please do that. You can subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. You can find my links below, my coffee page, my Twitch channel, all the rest. And yeah, if you guys are jumping in, if you raid in the Rust Belt or whatever the place is called, hey, have fun. Happy that.